Hello and welcome. I planned this class with those in mind who have stepped away from their yoga practice for a while and would like to begin again. So this sequence will be short, simple, gentle, and just a great way to ease back into your practice. No props needed, and we'll begin standing. So feet about hip distance apart, arms down by your sides, shoulder blades down your back. Begin by feeling the sensation of the soles of your feet grounding down into the mat underneath you. And you're pressing down so actively that everything else lifts and lightens. So feel the crown of your head just gently pull up towards the sky. And then beginning with 3 cleansing breaths to truly start fresh. On your breath in, reach your arms strongly out and up. Extend up through your fingertips. Hold the breath in briefly at the top. And then release it with a sigh out of your mouth as your arms come back down. Again, inhale, reach up, bring in that fresh start energy. And exhale, release as your arms come down. Last time, inhale, out and up, stretch up tall, pause at the top, and release. Arms lower back down. Now this time your arms go out and up, and let's interlace our fingers up at the top. On your next exhale, side bend over to the right. And then breathe in and come back up through center. Exhale, side bend to the left. And inhale, come back up through center. Let's do one more on each side. Exhale, side bend. Inhale up through center. Exhale, bend. Inhale up through center. Now this time, take a little back bend at the top. Press your hips gently forward, lift up through the chest, and lengthen your tailbone down to the heels. Breathe deep here, keep breathing. And then on your exhale, we'll swan dive down into a forward fold. Now, it's early in the practice, so bend your knees a little bit, soften your knees, and then let your whole body hang here. Releasing tension through the neck and shoulders, and then actively ground through the feet if we lost that connection with the mat, and slowly roll up to stand. Take your time. But then once you are up, sweep your arms out and up. Big breath in, interlace your fingers at the top. Side bend to the right. Exhale. Inhale back up through center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale through center. Now this time, this is a change. Hands come down to heart center. Bend your knees and sit down and back into chair pose. Now, let's think more of a stool. So it's stool pose today, so you don't have to go to a super deep bend in your knees. A light bend, but send those hips back. Keep the chest nice and broad, the collarbone open, but draw the belly in towards your spine. Okay, and then moving from this position, inhale, sweep your arms up, and then forward fold again, swan dive down, leading with the chest with those soft knees. Ground through your feet and roll up to stand. So we're just moving a little quicker now. Once you're up at the top, reach your arms out and up, interlace your fingers, and side bend to the right. Back up through center, big breath in, side bend to the left. Inhale through center, take a little back bend at the top, and then bring your hands down to heart center, sit down into your high stool, your stool pose, your chair pose. Okay, down and back, grounding through the heels, stretching the mat out between your feet. No need to push yourself to your most intense position here. We're just building a little bit of heat and warmth in the body. Okay, and then on your next breath in, arms out and up, and then we'll swan dive down again. Now this time we're gonna stay here. Toe heel your feet out a little wider apart, so maybe to the width of your mat. And then reach your hands for opposite elbows and let your whole upper body hang heavy. And you can shake your head, yes and no, just releasing tension. And then maybe it feels good to sway side to side, like your upper body is just swinging without any kind of effort. Okay, and then from here, just plant your palms down on the floor and step back to tabletop, hands and knees. And I do have a blanket here I'm going to support my knees with. So if you'd like to do that, you're welcome to. Spread your fingers wide. Stack your joints, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Active hands here, so really pressing through your fingertips and also the base of your fingers and thumb here. So not dumping into your wrists. And then moving through our cat-cow. Drop the belly down to the floor, open the chest and gaze up so you're in this nice arched position. Take a full breath in here. And then breath out as you press away from the mat and do the opposite. We're rounding, we're releasing our head. Back and forth, inhale to open. And exhale to round. Now, if you're returning to your practice, this is probably a very familiar movement. So notice how it feels to move like this. Does your body remember? How good does it feel to connect your breathing to this gentle movement? And then on your next exhale, come to a flat back in between those two positions, a nice neutral spine. Leave your right hand down on the mat and twist to the left. And as you twist, stretch your left arm up to the ceiling. And then on your exhale, let's just put that hand back down and go to the other side. Right arm reaches up as you twist to the right. And then on your exhale, put the hand down. Let's do a couple more on each side, breathing in to twist, breathing out to come back to the right, breathe in and breathe out. If that doesn't feel good on your shoulders, keep them lower. Maybe take your fingertips behind your neck like a little wing here. You have so many options to make your body feel good as it remembers how to move this way. Next time you exhale, let's come around. So let's bring our feet around in front of us. I'm going to face you so you can see. So legs out in front, lots of space between your feet, and then you can lean back on your hands behind you. Now you don't have to put a ton of weight on them. Do whatever feels good. If you need fists, if your wrists have had enough, you can use your fists, come up on the fists. Okay, but lift the chest. And again, lots of space between the feet, more than you think. And then drop your knees side to side. Let's start very lightly so you don't have to go all the way to the ground. Just getting some motion through the hips, lubricating our joints. And then maybe we start to go a little deeper on each side. And if your hip wants to come up off the floor, let it pop up. That is absolutely fine. I want you to do what feels good today in your body. As we wake everything back up. Now, if you do want to challenge yourself a little bit more here, you can sit up taller. So I'm bringing my hands in closer to my hips, and this is going to challenge your hip mobility just a little more. But if it doesn't feel good on your hips or your back or your knees, then lean back a little bit more for now. And the next time your knees come up, stretch them out in front of you like this. So the legs can be straight, or if you're having trouble sitting up tall on your sit bones, you can bend the knees a little bit. And then let's plant our palms down by our sides for Dandasana, staff pose. And then just press down into the floor. Try to get as long of a spine as you can here. Another option is you can sit your hips up on a blanket. That can help you get be able to sit up taller and up more on those sit bones sometimes, okay? So we're tall here, we're breathing, and then let's Reach our arms up, take a breath in. Lead with the chest forward as you breathe out. Now, if you feel like you're bending from your back like this, I want you to bring your knees in a little bit and up, bend the knees, okay? All right, hinging forward, and then let your hands just rest wherever they fall on your legs. So this can be your ankles, your knees, whatever feels good. The goal is not to necessarily touch our toes here, so don't force that. Just let your upper body melt into this, softening the head with a bend in the knees or not. Your choice, yogi's choice. But let it be easy here. Let yourself release into the pose. Drop your head. And take just a couple more slow breaths. And then take your time to slowly roll back up to a tall seat. Let the head be the last thing that stacks up on top of the spine. If you need to shake out your shoulders or move your hips, anything like that, do it. And then let's bend our right knee. And we're going to bring that foot in a little closer to us. So for a little more ease, you can leave the foot further away, but if you want a little more intensity, bring the foot in really close, okay? But again, we are sitting up tall here, about to go into a spinal twist. So if you're not able to sit up tall here, you can lean back, all right, to get that long spine. Take a breath in where you are, hugging this knee in towards you, and then as you breathe out, twist to the right and release your right fingertips down behind you for a little support. Again, maybe you lean back a little bit so you're able to get that long, tall spine without rounding. This is flexion, okay? Do whatever feels most comfortable for you. Breathing deep into the belly, the ribs, the chest, finding a little more length on every inhale. And then on your next exhale, return to center. Stretch that leg out, shake out your legs. And then let's bend our left knee, plant the foot, adjust until you're comfortable, maybe sitting up a little more on the sit bones or leaning back to find length. Hugging in, hugging your hands on the knee. Take a breath in, lengthen, and then breath out, twist to the left and release your left fingertips behind you. Gazing back towards that left shoulder and using your right hand on your knee to help you twist just a little bit deeper without force. Follow the path of your breath here as we hold this twist. And check in that our shoulders aren't creeping up to our ears. Can you bring them down? One more inhale here. And then exhale to return to center. Again, both legs out in front of you and just shake it out. And then from here, come into a seated position so we can close our class. And we'll finish with some shoulder rolls backwards. So big circles, as big as you can, back and around. And let's connect our breath to it. So every time the shoulders move forward and up, take a big breath in. And when they go back and down, a slow breath out. Drop those shoulders down. So this will also slow you down a little bit. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, back and down. No rushing. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, back and down. Let's do one more. Inhale. And exhale. So at this point, we're sitting up tall. Maybe your eyes are closed, or maybe your gaze is just shifted downward with eyes soft. Palms can be turned down on your lap, on your knees, or palms can be flipped open to receive. Take a moment to feel everything you just did. That simple, gentle movement. That's all our practice requires of us each day, just to move, connect with our body, explore our breath. take it day to day. So let this be your doorway in, your doorway back into your yoga practice. And we'll finish our time together here today by bringing our hands together, touching in front of our hearts. And I'll wish you loving kindness as you go on your way today. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be safe, and may you feel peace. The light in me sees the light in you. Namaste, and welcome back to your practice.